All right, so a couple days ago, Kankles McTaco Tits gave an address to the United Nations. And during his address, the escalator stopped working while he and Melania were on the escalator. Then his teleprompter broke, and then there were audio issues as well. So Trump is describing this as triple sabotage and is demanding that the Secret Service investigate and fire everybody who's involved in this triple sabotage. And he also wants people arrested and prosecuted. In case you missed Donald Trump's UN speech, there's a guy on Twitter named Ron Filipkowski. He gave a nice 7-point summary of Donald Trump's speech to the United Nations. Your countries all suck. None of you know what you're doing. The United States is better at everything. That's all because of me. I'm right about everything. You should listen to me and do what I say, and then you should give me lots of awards. He's still bent about not having a Nobel Peace Prize. But I thought that was a pretty brilliant summary. And Donald Trump addressed this on Truth Social, stating the following: a real disgrace took place at the United Nations yesterday. Not one, not two, but three very sinister events. First, the escalator going up to the main speaking floor came to a screeching halt. It stopped on a dime. It's amazing that Melania and I didn't fall forward onto the sharp edges of these steel steps face first. It was only that we were holding on to the handrail tightly, or it would have been a disaster. This was absolutely sabotage, as noted by the day's earlier post in the London Times that said UN workers, quote, joked about turning off an escalator, close quote. The people that stopped the escalator should be arrested. Then, as I stood before a television crowd of millions, really though, Donald? Really? Millions of people all over the world and important leaders in the hall, my teleprompter didn't work. It was stone dark. I immediately thought to myself, wow, first the escalator, and now a bad teleprompter. What kind of place is this? Then I then proceeded to make a speech without a teleprompter, which kicked in about 15 minutes later. The good news, remember the summary of the speech that I just read, that 7-point summary? The good news is the speech has gotten fantastic reviews. Maybe they appreciated the fact that very few people could have done what I did. And third, after making the speech, I was told that the sound was completely off in the auditorium where the speech was made, that world leaders, unless they used the interpreter's earpieces, couldn't hear a thing. The first person I saw at the conclusion of the speech was Melania, who was sitting right up front. I said, how did I do? And she said, you suck, don't ever touch me, don't ever talk to me again. Wait, no, I got that wrong. And she said, I couldn't hear a word you said. This wasn't a coincidence. This was triple sabotage at the UN. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. I'm sending a copy of this letter. It's not a letter. It's a Truth Social post. It's not a letter, Donald. This is not a letter. I am sending a copy of this letter to the Secretary General, and I demand an immediate investigation. No wonder the United Nations hasn't been able to do the job that they were put in existence to do. All security tapes at the escalator should be saved, especially the emergency button. The Secret Service is involved. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I wonder if he's the one that actually wrote that, because it actually makes sense, like grammatically. The sentence structure is fine. I didn't pick up any misspellings, and there's almost no all capsing of anything. I don't think he wrote this. I think somebody else wrote this for him. But anyway, so he's demanding that people be investigated by the Secret Service and that people be arrested and criminally charged because his teleprompter broke, because the audio didn't work properly, the PA, and because an escalator stopped. Multiple felonies coming. Is it really that bad that he had to climb a flight of stairs? He had to drag them big fat cankles up a flight of stairs? Probably not a bad thing. Probably was pretty good for his heart, I would imagine. But, you know. And it's like all of these things are the things that made me look stupid at the UN. All of these other external things are the things that made me look stupid at the UN. Could have been you and your speech, dude. Just saying. You're all going to hell. Your countries suck. You don't know what you're doing. Yay, President Trump. So, anyway, I'm sure prosecutions will be coming shortly.